famous last words. And I've seen one, I'm sure it's happened many times over the years. Famous last words include statements like, "There's something very important I must tell you." Yeah. Some I found them, as far as I could tell, were actually true. Major General John Sedgwick, "They couldn't hit an elephant at this distance." Those were his last words. Now, besides looking at last words, there's also some words that are like the last words that appear in the Bible, like in the end of a book, that I find, highlighted, much like last words. Bonus points, you should know this one. Some of the most quoted verses in the book of Matthew are at the very end, chapter 28, the last two verses, and they're called the Great Commission. If you ever went to Sunday school and stuff, it's often a good idea to memorize it. Have you ever seen anything about missions, or even most people's church statements revolve around the Great Commission? He's dead, he's been buried, he's rose from the dead, but right before he ascends onto heaven, he gets together with his 11 disciples, it says, and he tells them, "Go into all the world, teach the things I've taught you, baptize them in my name, and the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and I'm always with you." I paraphrase. That's the Great Commission. Those are the last words in the book of Matthew. One I find, I would use the word haunting. I find this last verse, these last words, haunting and even just thought-provoking. The book of 1 John, not the Gospel of John, but the book of 1 John, there's only 5 chapters. The very last verse in chapter 5 says this, "Dear children, keep yourselves from idols.